Welcome to Lead School at Home. Dear all students, now we will see example number 6. In example number 6, what is given? See, check here. Example number 6. Check whether 301 is a term of 301 is a term of the list of numbers 5, 11, 17, 23. Here the list of numbers are given as a 5, 11, 17 and 23. Here first we have to check whether the given list of numbers follows an arithmetic progression or not. Solution. Here list of numbers are given. Now we have to check the whether the list of numbers forms an AP or not. How we can check? We will calculate A2 minus A1, which is equal to how much? A2 is what here? A2 is 11. Put here 11 minus 5, that is A1. 11 minus 5 is equal to how much? Which is equal to 6. Now we will find A3 minus A2 also, which is equal to, what is the value of A3 here? A3 is 17. Right here 17. A3 is equal to 17. 17 minus A2. What is the A2 here? A2 is 11, which is equal to 17 minus 11 is equal to 6. Now we will find A4 minus A3, which is equal to, what is the value of A4? A4 is 23 here. 23 minus A3. What is the value of A3 is 17. 23 minus 17 is equal to 6. Therefore we got difference between all consecutive terms. Difference between all consecutive terms is same. Therefore the given list of numbers forms an AP. The given list of numbers forms of an AP. Now we have to check whether 301 is a term of the list of numbers given. We got the arithmetic progression. Now we have to check. Let us consider 301, that is 301 is the nth term of an AP. Because we don't know which term is 301, whether it is a term or not. That we have to check. That is the nth term of an AP. That is AN is equal to 301. That is AN is equal to 301. Now we will apply by using the formula, that is AN formula. Now by using formula AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. A plus N minus 1 into D. Here, what is the value of A? A is the first term. First term is 5. Right here 5 plus N. What is the value of N? We don't know. That only we have to find which term is a 301. N minus 1 into D. What is the common difference D here? D is a common difference, we got 6. AN, what is the value of AN? AN is a 301. Put here all the values. Now we will calculate it. 5. First we will solve this bracket. 6 into N, 6N. 6 into minus 1, minus 6, which is equal to 301. Send this 5 towards left hand side. It will be, see here. 5 minus 6, how much? Minus 1, which is equal to 6N minus 1 is equal to 301. Now send this minus 1 towards left hand side. It will become 301 plus 1, which is equal to 6N. Now 301 plus 1, which is equal to 302, which is equal to 6N. Therefore 6N is equal to 302 we got. Now N is equal to 302 divided by 6. Send this 6 towards right hand side. It will go to the denominator. That it will become division. 2 3s are 6. 2 1s are 2. 2 5s are 10. 2 1s are 2. Therefore we got here N is equal to 151 by 3. Now check whether 3 divides the 151 or not. No, it will not divide the 151. Here we got the value of n is in the form of a fraction. But we know that n indicates what? N indicates the which term, that is a number of the terms, that number of the terms. Now we can say that, can we say that whether the 301 is a 151 by third term? No, because we can say that 301 is a second term, third term, fourth term, but here we cannot say that 301 is a 151 by three term. Therefore n should not be a fraction here, but we got here fraction. From this we can say that therefore 301 is not a term of the list given above. Got everybody? Now we will see example number 7. In example number 7, what we have to find? In example number 7, we have to find how many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? Let us see the solution. Here we have to find the total number of two-digit numbers which are divisible by 3. Let us see solution. The list of two-digit numbers. The list of two-digit numbers. The list of two-digit numbers which are divisible by 3. First we will find the list of numbers which are divisible by 3. Two-digit number जो I say two-digit number है which is divisible by 3. Now tell me which is the smallest two-digit number that is divisible by 3. See, check. First two-digit number is 10. 10 is divisible by 3 or not? No. 11. 11 is also not. 12. Yes. 12 is a 12 is a two-digit number which is divisible by 3. It is the smallest two-digit number which is divisible by 3. After 12, 15 is there. Then after 15, 18 is there. Like this. Which is the largest two-digit number which is divisible by 3? Now check. Largest two-digit number is 100. Largest two-digit number is largest two-digit number is 99, which is near to the 100. 99. Now check 99 whether it is divisible by 3. Yes, 99 is divisible by 3. Therefore, the largest two-digit number which is divisible by 3 is 99. We got here, we know the first term is A and the last term is a 99. Can we say that whether it forms an arithmetic progression or not? Check whether the common difference is 9 or not. Check here, 3 or not. Check here, difference between all consecutive terms are same or not. 15 minus 12, 3. 18 minus 15, that is 3. Therefore, difference between all consecutive terms are same. Therefore, we can say that it forms an AP. Here, A is equal to 12, D is equal to 3. Here, D is equal to 3. And last term we know, that is AN. AN is the last term which is equal to 99. By using formula, therefore, by using formula, AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D, which is equal to, here what is the value of AN? AN is 99. First term is 12 plus N, we don't know, that only we have to find how many number of terms. N minus 1, that is into D. What is the D? Here D is 3. Now send this 12 towards left hand side. It will become 99 minus 12. Here it is plus, therefore it will become minus, which is equal to N minus 1 into 3. Now 99 minus 12 is how much? 87, which is equal to N minus 1 into 3. Now send this 3 towards left hand side. It will become 87 divided by 3 is equal to N minus 1. Now 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. Again 2 will remain. 3 9s are 27. Therefore, N minus 1 is equal to, we got 29. Now send this minus 1 towards right hand side. It will become plus. Therefore, 29 plus 1. Therefore, N is equal to 30. Therefore, we got n is equal to 30. Therefore, there are, from this we can say that, therefore, there are 32 digit numbers divisible by, there are 32 digit numbers divisible by 3. Now we will see example number 8. In example number 8, what we have to calculate? See here, find the 11th term from the last term. We have to find the 11th term from the last one. We have to find the 11th term from the last term towards the first term. Towards the first term of the AP 10, 7, 4 dash minus 62. We have to find the 11th term from the last, that is from here. From left to right, we have to find the 11th, right to left, we have to find the 11th term. लास्ट से हमको फर्स्ट तक जाना है, ऐसे 11th टर्म कौन सा आता है, वी हैव टू चेक. फॉर दिस, see the solution. For this, we have to write first the AP in the reverse order. First we will write the given AP in a reverse order. Okay, now we will write the given AP in the reverse order. That is, here first term will become minus 62 dash, then 4, 7, 10. The new AP we got here is minus 62 dash 4, 7, 10. We have written the given AP in the reverse order. Here now we will consider this AP only, that is new AP. Here A is equal to minus 62. D is equal to how much? Check. 7 minus 4 how much? D is equal to, can anyone? Okay, 7 minus 4, which is equal to 3. Here we got D is equal to 3. Now what we have to find the 11th term, that is A11. Therefore, by using formula, AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Here which term we have to find? We have to find the 11th term from the last term. That is A11 is equal to A plus, here we are going to find the 11th term. Instead of N, we have to use 11 minus 1 into D. Now A11 we don't know, put as it is A11. What is the first term? First term is minus 62 plus 11 minus 1, which is equal to 10. D is equal to 3. Now minus 62 plus 10 into 3, which is equal to 30. Here we got A11 is equal to, therefore minus 62 plus 30, which is equal to minus 32. Here we got A11 is equal to minus 32, which means that the 11th term, therefore the 11th term of an AP is minus 32. 11th term of an AP is minus 32 from the left, from last term. The 11th term of an AP is minus 32 from the last term. Got everybody? Now we will see example number 9. Read carefully in example number 9 what is given. In example number 9, a sum of rupees 1000 is invested at 8% simple interest per year. Rupees 1000 is invested at a 8% on a simple interest per year पे invest किया है rupees 1000. Calculate the interest at the end of each year. Here we have to calculate the interest at the end of the each year. Do this interest forms an AP? जो हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं आफ्टर ईच ईयर पे जो इंटरेस्ट आता है, वेदर दैट इंटरेस्ट फॉर्म्स ऑफ एन एपी फॉर्म होता है क्या नहीं, आपको चेक करना है. If so, if AP is formed, if so, find the interest at the end of a 30 years. End of the 30 years. 30 years के बाद interest कितना आता है, that we have to find here. Making the use of this fact by using the arithmetic progression. Now we know the formula for the simple interest. Now by using formula for simple interest, by using the formula for simple interest for simple interest at the end of first year is equal to PRT divided by 100. PRT divided by 100. Here principal is 1000 rupees into rate is, how much rate is given as 8% into, and what is the time period? Time period is for 1 year divided by 100. 0 0 get cancelled, this 0 0 get cancelled, we got 80 here, that is 80 rupees. We got simple interest at the end of first year will be 80 rupees. Now we will find simple interest at the end of second year is equal to, simple interest at the end of second year is equal to, same formula we have to use here, PRT divided by 100. Here principal is 1000 into rate is 8% and time period will be for 2 years divided by 100. This 100, this 20 get cancelled. 80 into 2 which is equal to 160. We got here 160 rupees and this one is a 80 rupees. Now similarly we can find simple interest for the third year. Simple interest at the end of third year is equal to, simple interest at the end of third year is equal to, principal is 1000 here and rate is 8 and year will be, time period that is 3 divided by 100. 0 0 get cancelled, this 0 0 get cancelled. 80 into 3 is equal to 240 rupees. Now we can write simple interest at the end of first, second, third years dash up to lot of years respectively are फर्स्ट ईयर को कितना इंटरेस्ट था, व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट ईयर इंटरेस्ट, रुपीज 80 and second year will be rupees 160 and third year will be rupees 240 rupees up to so on. Here we got the list of numbers are 80, 160, 240. Here we got the list of interests are 80, rupees 160 and rupees 240 and so on. Now we have to check whether it forms an AP or not. Check here common difference. Check here difference. That is 160 minus 80 is equal to how much? 80. 240 minus 160 is equal to how much? That is 80. Therefore here common difference D is equal to 80 and A is equal to how much? A is also equal to 80 here. Now what we have to find here, do these interest forms an AP? From this here all difference between all the conjugated terms are same, that is 80. Therefore we can say that it forms an AP. Now so if so, then find the interest at the end of a 30 years. At the end of a 30 years, we have to find the interest. Therefore, the interest at the end of 30 years be A30, 30 years be A30, 30th टर्म होगा ना इस एपी का, 30th टर्म ही क्या होगा, इंटरेस्ट एट द एंड ऑफ अ 30 years. Therefore by using formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here we have to find the A30, that is 30th term. Therefore, instead of an, we have to write A30 is equal to first term A plus n minus 1 into D. Now, sorry, here n, instead of n, we have to write a 30 because we are going to find the 30th term, that is 30. 30 minus 1 into D. Therefore, now A30 as it is, what is the value of A? A is 80, that is first term is 80. 30 minus 1 is 29 into, what is the common difference? D is equal to 80, which is equal to, calculate this, 29 into 80 and plus 80, which comes 2400. Therefore, the interest at the end of 30 years is rupees 2400. Now we will see example number 10. See example number 10, what is given here? In a flower bed, there are 23 rose plants in the first row. In the first row, how many rose plants are there? 23 rose plants. 21 in the second. In the second row, there are 21 rose plants. 19 in the third row. 19 plants are in the third row. And so on. And up to so on. There are 5 rows in the last row. In the last row, there are 5 rose plants in the last row. How many rows are there in the flower bed? How many rows are there in the flower bed? Now here what we have to find? Here we have to find the number of rows in the flower bed. Let us see the solution. The number of rose plants in first, second, third and so on. Rows are the number of rose plants in first, second and third rows are as following. That is, first row में कितने थे? That is 23. And in a second row, 21 rose plants are there. And in third row, 19 are there. And up to so on. And there are 5 rose plants in the last row. In the last row, how many plants are there? 5 rose plants. That is 5. This row is a last row. Now we need to find here how many rows. Total कितने rows है? That is here A is equal to 23. First term is a 23. And we have to check here difference between all consecutive terms is same or not. 21 minus 23 is equal to how much? That is minus 2. 19 minus 21, which is equal to minus 2. Therefore, common difference D is equal to minus 2. Therefore, we can say that the list of the numbers given, these numbers is forms an AP. And what is the last term here? Last term is AN. That is AN is equal to 5. 5 is the last term here, which is AN. AN is equal to 5. Now, by using formula, what we have to find here? How many rows are there? कितने rows है आपको find out करना. Here last row कौन सा है? That is in which row there is a 5 plants. This one is a last row. Therefore, we need to find how many roses are there. Rows are there. We will find here by using the formula of an. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. In place of an, we have to write that is 5 because it is the last term. An is equal to 5. Put the values. A, what is the first term here? 23 plus n. What is the n? That only we have to find how many rows. A 5 कौन सा number पे है? That is n. n minus 1 as it is into d is common difference minus 2. Now now open the bracket and multiply this. First we will solve this bracket. 23 plus minus 2 into n, that is minus 2n, minus 2 into minus 1, which is equal to plus 2, which is equal to plus 2. Now send this 23 towards left hand side. It will become 5 minus 23 is equal to minus 2n plus 2. And what is the value? 5 minus 23, which is equal to minus 18, is equal to minus 2n plus 2. Send this 2 also towards left hand side. It will become minus 2 minus 18 minus 2 is equal to minus 2n. Now it will become minus 20, which is equal to minus 2n. Minus 20 minus 2n. Therefore n is equal to minus 20 divided by minus 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 tens are 20. Therefore n is equal to 20 we got. From this we can say that there are 10 number of rows. There are 10 number of rows. वहां पर कितने rows है? There are total 10 number of rows. Dear all students, now we will see exercise 5.2. In that question number 5, sub question 2. From the question number 5, sub question 1, you have to do it a homework. That is the homework part. Now we will see sub question 2. What is given here? See here. What we have to find? Find the number of terms. Find the number of terms in each of the following APs. या इस AP में कितने total terms है? That we have to find. In that sub question 2, what is the given? 18, 15 and 1 by 2, 13 dash minus 47. We will see the solution. Here A is equal to 18. A is equal to 18. Now we will find the common difference. D is equal to how much? To find the D, we will have to find the difference between the consecutive terms, any two consecutive terms. That is, first we will find this is 15 and 1 by 2 means how much? 15 and 1 by 2 minus 18. 15 and 1 by 2 means how much? 15 2s are 30. 30 plus 1, that is 31 by 2 minus 18, which is equal to 2 into 18 cross multiplication. We have to solve this because denominators are not same. Either you can use the LCM method or you can use the cross multiplication. I will use here cross multiplication. 2 into 18, that is 36. 31 minus 36 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 5 by 2. Now here we got D is equal to minus 5 by 2. Common difference we got here minus 5 by 2. By using formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. By using this formula, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here one more thing we know, that is an is equal to how much? An is nothing but it is a last term. Last term is here minus 47. Right here minus 47. An is equal to minus 47 we know. Put here the value. An is equal to minus 47. A is equal to 18. Right here, that is first term. A is equal to 18. N minus 1 into d. N, what is the n? Which term is a minus 47? Which term is a minus 47? Because minus 47 is the last term. We don't know na this. Therefore value n we have to find here. N minus 1 into d. What is the d here? D is minus 5 by 2. Now send this 18 towards left hand side. It will become minus 47 minus 18 is equal to n minus 1 into minus 5 by 2. Now minus 47 minus 18 is equal to how much? That is minus minus, we have to add it, which will become minus 65 is equal to n minus 1 into minus 5 by 2. Now send this minus 5 by 2 towards left hand side. I will write here. Towards left hand side, it will become reciprocal. Reciprocal हो जाएगा इसका. That because here it is in a multiplication, it will go to the denominator. If we take in the denominator, it will become the reciprocal of it. That is minus 65 into minus 2 by 5 is equal to n minus 1. Here we have taken minus 5 by 2 towards the left hand side. Left hand side में लेके जाने के बाद क्या होगा इसका? It will go to the denominator. अगर denominator में लेके जाओगे then it will become a reciprocal. उसका reciprocal हो जाएगा. 5 1 जा 5, 5 1 जा 5, 1 will remain, 5 3 जा. Okay, now here 5 1 जा 5 and 5 3 जा 15. Now 13 into 2, which will become 26. Minus minus, it will become plus. Plus 26. N minus 1. Now send this 1 minus 1 towards left hand side, it will become plus. 26 plus 1 is equal to n. Therefore n is equal to 27. Now here 27 terms are there. Therefore there are 27 terms in above AP. In above AP. We will write here only in above AP. Now we will see question number 8. In a question number 8, what is given? See here, an AP consists of 50 terms. There are how many terms in an AP? There are 50 terms, of which third term is 12 and the last term is 106. Third term is 12 and the last term means there are 50 terms, that is 50th term is 106. Find the 29th term. Here we have to find the 29th term. See here solution. Here a third, that is a3, third term is given as 12. A3 is equal to 12 and the total AP consists of 50 terms, that is n is equal to total terms are 50 there and the last term is also given as 106. Therefore we can write as A50 is equal to 106 because last term will be the 50th only, that is 106, that is A50 term is equal to 106 and we have to find A29. A29 is equal to how much, that we have to find by using formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we will apply the formula for the third term, that is a3 is equal to, third term is equal to a plus 3 minus 1 into d. Instead of n we have to write 3 because we are applying the formula for the third term. Now a3 value, we will put the values. A3 is equal to 12, put here 12. What is the first term here? First term we don't know, put as it is a. 3 minus 1 is 2 into d. Common difference also not given, that is a plus 2d. We got, this is the equation number 1. Now we will apply the same formula for the 50th term, that is a50 is equal to a plus, instead of n we have to write 50 minus 1 into d, which is equal to a50. What is the value of a50 here? A50 is given as 106, that is 106. A50 is equal to 106. A we don't know, 50 minus 1 is 49 into d. We got, this is the equation number 2. Now by using the elimination method, by using the elimination procedure, we can find the value of a and d by using the equation 1 and 2. Here we got the equation 1 and 2 in the form of a linear equation in a 2ab, two variables. Check here, equation number 1 and equation number 2. These are the linear equations in the two variables. Subtract equation 2 from equation 1. Equation 1 में से equation 2 subtract करना है. We get right here 12 is equal to a plus 2d minus 106 is equal to a plus 49 into d. We have to subtract. While subtracting, we have to change the signs of the below terms. That is, here it is positive, it will become negative. Here it is positive, it will become negative. Here it is positive, it will become negative. Now 12 minus 106 is equal to minus 94 which is equal to a plus a minus a get cancelled, 2d minus 49d which is equal to minus 47d. Therefore, I will write here, check once. Therefore, we got minus 94 is equal to minus 47d. Now send this minus 47 towards left hand side, it will become minus 94 divided by minus 47 which is equal to d. Now 47 ones are 47, 47 twos are 94, 47 twos are 94. Therefore, we got here d is equal to 2. Here we got d is equal to 2. Now what we have to find here? Here we have to find 29th term, that is a29 we have to find. For this we also require the first term. Now put d is equal to 2 in any one of the equation, that is either equation 1 or either equation number 2. Put d is equal to 2 in equation number 1. I will put in a equation number 1. Therefore 12 is equal to a plus 2 into d. 2 into d means here d is 2. A plus 2 into 2 4. Therefore a is equal to, send this 4 towards this side, it will become minus. Therefore a is equal to 8. Therefore a is equal to 8 we got here. Now we have to find a29, that is 29th term. a29 is equal to a plus 29 minus 1 into d. By using the formula a29 is equal to a plus 29 minus 1 into d. Now therefore a29, put all the values. A is equal to 8 plus 29 minus 1 which is equal to 28 into d, what is d is equal to 2. 28 into 2, that is 56 plus 8 plus 56 is equal to 64. Therefore 29th term of an AP is 64. Therefore 29th term of an AP is 64. Got everybody? Now we will see question number 9. In a question number 9, what is given? See here. If the third and a ninth term of the AP, are 4 and minus 8 respectively, which term of this AP is 0? Which term of the given AP is 0? We have to find here. Let us see solution. Here we have what is given here. If the third term and ninth term are 4 and minus 8 respectively, third term is equal to a3 is equal to 4 and ninth term, that is a9 is equal to minus 8. It is a given. By using formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we will write the formula for the third term. a3 is equal to a plus 3 minus 1 into d. Now we will put all the values. What is the value of a3 here? a3 is 4. Third term is a 4 and first term we don't know. A plus 3 minus 1 which is equal to 2 into d as it is. Write it as a equation number 1. Now we will write the formula for ninth term, that is a9. a9 is equal to a plus 9 minus 1 into d. Therefore we will put the values of a9. What is the value of a9 here? a9 is minus 8. Put here a9 is equal to minus 8. A we don't know. Write it is as it is. A plus 9 minus 1 is 8 into d. Write this equation as a equation number 2. Now we have to solve this equation 1 and 2. Now how to solve? You know that by using the elimination method. Now subtract subtract equation subtract equation 2 from equation 1, we get what we will get. We get, check here, 4 is equal to a plus 2d minus 8 is equal to a plus 8d. While subtracting, we have to change the signs of below terms. Here minus 8 is there, therefore it will become plus. Here plus a is there, it will become minus. Here plus 8 is there, it will become minus. 4 plus 8, which is equal to 12. A minus a, which will get cancelled. 2d minus 8d, which is equal to minus 6d. Therefore d is equal to how much? Send this minus 6 towards left hand side, it will become 12 by minus 6. 12 by minus 6 is nothing but minus 2. So we got d is equal to minus 2. I will write here. Put d is equal to minus 2. D is equal to minus 2 in equation 1. In equation 1. What is equation 1 here? 4 is equal to a plus 2 into d. That is d is minus 2. 4 is equal to a plus 2 into 2. 2 into minus 2, that is minus 4. Now send this minus 4 towards left hand side, it will become plus 4. Therefore a is equal to 8. 4 plus 4, which is equal to 8. Now we got a and the value of d also. Now what we have to find here, which term of the AP is 0. ये AP का कौन सा टर्म 0 है आपको फाइंड आउट करना है. Let us consider the nth term of an APB 0. AP का nth टर्म 0 है, हम कंसिडर करेंगे. That is an is equal to 0. By using formula, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here an is equal to 0 and a is equal to 8 plus n, as it is we don't know what is the value of n minus 1 into d. What is the d here? D is minus 2, which is equal to this, we will multiply it, bracket, minus 2 into n, that is minus 2n, minus 2 into minus 1, that is plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10, minus 2n is equal to 0. Now therefore minus 2n is equal to minus 10. Therefore n is equal to, send this minus 2 towards right hand side, it will go to the denominator, that is minus 10 by minus 2 is equal to 5. Therefore we got n is equal to 5. Therefore from this we can say that write one statement below, that is the fifth term of an AP is a 0. That is the fifth term of an AP is a 0. This you have to write by yourself. Dear all students, whatever I have written and I have solved the examples, and exercise questions, that you have to copy down. Pause the video and copy everything. Okay, bye friends.